Next week, the 21st, Snow White finally hits the screen. We've been talking about this for years at this point in time, and it's almost insane to think that, yes, finally it is about to culminate with this, with a box office flop to end all box office flops. Now, I'm going to be talking about this, I think, tomorrow, or at least, sometime later this week, where Hollywood is struggling mightily this year, okay? And you extrapolate it out and you just go back last year and then especially in 2023, like it's been bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb. There have been a couple of high points, okay? And Disney specifically last year had about 3 of them. But this year so far at the box office, nothing has taken off. I think probably, okay, I really have to run the numbers on this one. I think the highest grossing film of the year so far is probably Moana 2. And that debuted at the tail end of last year. Like, it crossed $1 billion, but nothing so far. Nothing at all has turned a profit. It's been abysmal, man. But I think the biggest bomb is about to hit this year. And this summer box office season could see other bombs that are out there. I could see, okay, of the big 3 that are coming out, Fantastic Four, Superman, and Jurassic World Rebirth, I could see a couple of them not performing that well, maybe even outright bombing because of the grouping and several other factors, but we'll get to that at a different date. But this one right here, Snow White, yeah, it's going to be the worst because outside of it just simply not really having that much competition, it has nothing going for it. Nothing at all, because it has normie spheres and they have turned on it en masse. Because everybody has a general understanding of the story of Snow White. Hell, it was the film, it was the story that launched Disney and made it into the company that it is. We've been over this time and time again. So yeah, trying to retroactively change what it means to be Snow White, to make her, as it's highlighted here in this one trailer clip, Snow White says she got her name because she survived a bitter snowstorm, and that instead of, getting a locket that a little girl would definitely want from her father or from her parents, she gets one that says fearless, fair, brave, and true. Because you couldn't put desirable on that because you're still saddled with Rachel Zegler after all. I mean, if you wanted to, it's so stupid, right? Like it lays bare the creative bankruptcy in all of Hollywood. It's like, cool, you wanted to cast Rachel Zegler as a Disney princess. Cool, tell your own unique story. Oh wait, you're incapable of doing any of that stuff and you just simply want to pervert and wear something else as a skin suit in order to push your ideological messaging? That's fantastic. Because yeah, going back to that locket, okay? That just screams the tenet of girl boss. And we've heard that is very much an underlying sentiment of this film. Is very much going to be at the core of this. And for the most part, the general audiences, they're kind of done with this stuff. Last year really drove that home with the Furiosa movie. Not because it was a girl boss story, it's just because it was painted with that same brush that the rest of it is. It had all of the tenets, all of the hallmarkings of it, even if the story wasn't woke, wasn't intersectional at all. But this one right here has all the red flags. And another red flag that you can go ahead and confidently point out is every single time a trailer drops or a little teaser hits, it's immediately mocked and ridiculed. And yeah, hidden replies on this one. I mean, come on, man. Get your tickets now for the magical musical movie event. Disney's Snow White, only in theaters March 21st. And well, it looks like something, okay, because we got a minute here. Don't need to play any, sound for it, because still, you just get hit over the head with just unbelievable CGI. Like, it all just looks like goop, man. It's, what are you doing? Okay, oh, it's time. Well, somebody, this is my kingdom. Oh my god, oh yes, I'm sparing you, Gal Gadot's really atrocious acting, but, I mean, none of this stuff... Man, for as much as people are done with girl bosses, I think they're also done with this unbelievable CGI. We definitely hit a peak, man. As somebody who just over the weekend watched Lord of the Rings again, the extended editions, because I'm a reasonable individual, it's just, none of the stuff looks good. Even comparing Lord of the Rings to The Hobbit, it's from the character design to just the integration between the practical, and I also wanted to pause on this because I find it to be very hilarious, and several other people have pointed this out as well. They've got her, instead of, because I thought she was in her Disney princess garb for 18 hours and I deserve to be paid for every second of it. But just the integration, it's just finishing on that point that I had there for a second. Just the weaving, okay? And specifically, okay, I can give you a pointed example. Take a look at how well, Merry and Pippin are integrated with Treebeard, okay, in Two Towers, how they're walking around Fangorn Forest. You take a look at that, and then you just take a look at any of the battle shots from the third Hobbit film, Battle of the Five Armies, and it just all looks like boring, generic CGI slop. Specifically, okay, when Thranduil's armies in Dale, when Bard first meets up with Thranduil, or even just, when he's riding his elk, it's like it all just looks uncanny and bad. And how have we degraded so far in 25 years when everything was new and exciting and there was actual passion? That's probably what it is. Actual passion for creativity, as opposed to, yeah, we just have so much stuff here, we just need to crank it out and finish all of this stuff. And it's just that's why you just end up with this uninspired horseshit that people are finally starting to see through. But specifically, even more important, man, is like, you got her in the white garb there. And just that squirrel, like, guys, it's not working. What are you doing? But yeah, she's in the white dress, but I thought Snow White wasn't supposed to be referencing anything in regards to looks. I thought fair was supposed to be the temperament and not a physical description. So why does it really matter what she's wearing? But as people are pointing out, she's wearing the Lord Farquaad get-up. Bro, like I said, everybody's memeing on this shit. Nobody's taking it seriously. And while Disney might be putting out the play for get your tickets right now, we can take a look at the pre-sales, and they're ass. They're absolutely trash. They're about as bad as those 7 CGI abominations. Disney puts Snow White tickets on sale just 10 days before release, and it's not looking good. Disney Springs AMC dedicated minimal screens to a Zegler release. Oh, shit. So even with very little competition, I think the next most notable release is a couple weeks down the line, and it's not succeeding screens. Interesting, very interesting. Disney has finally made tickets available for its live-action Snow White remake just 10 days before its official release on March 21st. Thursday previews begin March 20th, and its late push to sell tickets has already raised eyebrows. Oh yes, very much so. And yeah, I didn't even bother pulling up the YouTube video because you already knew it was going to get ratioed, and yeah, here it is, just 8 hours from the time that screen cap was made, and it's already ratioed. Sucks to suck, I guess. Adding to the film's ongoing troubles, the latest 1-minute teaser promotional ticket sales was met with immediate backlash. Within just 8 hours, the video received 1,400 likes, 2,100 dislikes. Perhaps the most telling sign of the movie's troubled prospects is its lackluster presence at AMC at Disney Springs in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, so Disney home turf. Okay, their big theater that they have right there. A theater where, yes, Disney traditionally pulls out all the stops for major releases. Normally, a high-profile Disney film, multiple screens are dedicated to its debut, including both the standard and dine-in theaters. However, an analysis of the Snow White preview and opening night showtime suggests Disney isn't expecting a strong turnout. All right. For Thursday previews, the film only has assigned is the Dolby Theater and what appears to be, judging by Showtime's 2 standard screens in the main AMC theater. The dine-in theater is relegating to its just one small screen. What's worse is the showings have been booked aren't selling well, which there's one, that's for the first day that things are out. Now this could be early, they could change later, it could change. It's just the first few hours, it's still good. And the image above, yes, captured the AMC mobile app on March 10th. You can see at 8 p.m. the laser showing of Snow White for March 20th has only sold 15 seats. Compare this to Brave New World. Yeah, okay, somebody's gotta. I'd imagine by about the end of the opening weekend, they're going to wish they're going to be able to make as much money as Captain Black Falcon America Man, another Disney film expected to struggle at the box office. Already has, which still secured multiple screens across both theaters, with showings scheduled nearly every hour on the hour. The limited rollout for Snow White suggests Disney is keeping expectations low, even if it's one of its most heavily attended locations. And yes, something else we're going to be talking about later this week is Rachel Zegler, not doing a lot of appearances. And about the only interview that we've been able to glean anything out of in the past couple of weeks was with a written interview for, Vogue Mexico or something like that, where she said, oh no, fans aren't pathetic losers that just, wish that they could have the life that I have. No, they're passionate. They're passionate about the project that I just learned to love after I got another round of PR training. It's interesting what's going on, who's out there shucking and jiving in order to promote a movie that apparently not even Disney is excited about. Like, looking at those numbers, man, and the fact that they already got a discount, I don't know if that's standard practice, but it comes off very poorly if they're already offering discounts. But hey, I guess on the bright side of things, it's not 2 hours long, so that's something. You only have to stomach Rachel Zegler's lack of talent and Gal Gadot's wooden performance. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fair... Oh, I'm sorry. What are we supposed to be competing about? By what metric is she better than me at? Is because she more just? I am evil queen. Is that why do I have bad public relations? Can't wait to see how she defeats herself. I'm sure it won't be cringe and pathetic, but this film, man, I don't know. It's been a long time. The last film I seen in the theaters was Dark Knight Rises. Like, what was that? 2011? But this one right here, given how much I've covered this and for all of the laughs that it has provided me over these years, oh boy, I'm getting that itch. I'm kind of getting that itch on this one. We'll have to see, because we are still, at least at time of recording, 10 days out. And you think it's going to get better from here? Yeah, I don't think so. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.